Greetings and salutations. My name is Colin Moriarty. I'm IGN Senior Editor, and I'm here to show you a new PlayStation 4 game that I just reviewed. It's a good game. It's called Crimsonland, and it's a top-down twin-stick shooter from a studio called 10 Tons. Now, you might recognize this game from PC. It came out over 10 years ago on PC, but now it's on PlayStation 4. Later, it'll come to PS3 and Vita if the trophies are any indication. But let's kind of jump in and show you what the game's all about. Crimsonland is an unpretentious, very straightforward game with really hardcore mechanics. No story, graphics, nothing to write home about. Sound, nothing to write home about. But there's an addictive hook to this game that I think people are really going to enjoy, especially if you like twin-stick shooters. So let's see if we can we'll just turn down the music here because it's rocking a little too hard for me. So basically, the game is the same thing over and over again. It's just you're on a map, and you have to basically just survive against hordes of enemies. And in the single-player campaign, which you can see here, 6 chapters, 10 stages each, so 60 stages total. You're basically just going to be fighting a bunch of enemies. So let me just show you what it's all about. We'll go to stage 4.1, Major Alien Breach. So you can use the right analog stick to aim and the left analog stick to move, so it's very much like other twin-stick shooters from, say, Housemarque. So on this game, on this stage, I'm starting out with a missile launcher that kind of just kills these enemies. On the top of the screen, you can see basically the progress bar. And the more enemies you kill, the more the progress bar goes, and then basically you're just going to be good to go to move on to the next stage once all the enemies are killed. And each stage has its own kind of unique challenges, whether it's different kinds of enemies or different kinds of spawning of enemies or bases that you have to destroy, things of this nature. So this is basically the single-player game. This isn't really the most glamorous stage to show you, so let me see if I can quit out. We'll go back to the main menu. We'll go to Quest, see if I can find a different one that's a little more fast-paced. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I don't want to spoil for you. I was going to go to the last one, but let's not do that. Let's see if we can do this one instead. Yeah, so this is more like it. We're starting with like a basic kind of weapon, a pistol. As you kill like one of the first enemies on a stage, they'll start dropping items and other weapons for you to have, and then you can basically. So here's a flamethrower. We'll grab that. Now we can use the flamethrower to kind of run around and kill these enemies. That arrow up thing is a weapon power up. See if we can get it. I'm already dead. Let's try again. Let's see what we get this time. So the beauty actually is that I'm not going to get that flamethrower again, or at least I should. And since you can't like swap weapons, so yeah, here I have like a missile launcher with some heat-sinking missiles. And basically, what's cool about this game is that it just kind of tests your mettle. It's just straightforward and kind of difficult, and a lot of fun. But the real hook of the game is actually not this campaign mode. It's actually survival mode. And I'm going to show you guys that in a minute, because the things that you unlock here in campaign can be used in survival to make your life a little easier and as you go up the leaderboard. So let's quit out. We'll go back to the main menu and I'll show you survival mode. Actually, let me see extras. Yeah, perks. So as you go along the game, you unlock more and more weapons that will then spawn. So you have and they all have their own statistics. So accuracy, damage, fire rate, reload time, all that kind of good stuff. And some of these weapons are really powerful. The ion rifle, for instance. I have a few that I haven't unlocked yet. Perks are even more interesting because these perks can only be used in survival mode, but you can only unlock them by playing the campaign, which means there's a hook to play the campaign. There's a reason to actually do it. And these perks are extraordinarily useful, and you'll see they pop up every time you level up in survival mode. So they'll have their different uses. Some of them are really insane. So let's jump in and we'll kind of take a look at them in practice and see what they're all about. So survival mode is made up of 5 of its own modes. I really feel like all these other modes are throwaway. Rush, Weapon Picker, Nuke Fism, and Blitz are all kind of throwaway. Survival itself is where it's at. Let's see where I'm at on the leaderboards right now, because I haven't really looked. I don't have many friends playing, and I have 229, so that's my friends. Globally, I don't know where I'm at. Down here somewhere? Yeah, 119. I'll take it. It's going to change, because I'm going to just fall down lower and lower. So in survival mode, 1 life to live. You get what you get as far as weapons are concerned. Enemies keep coming. You get no safe time to kind of figure things out. It just gets crazier and crazier. And you're going to see basically all of the different enemy varieties from the game. So this plasma rifle is not really the most ideal thing. You can actually hold it down and fire it like that. It's better for crowds. With these individual enemies, it's a little more difficult to use. So here's a little nuke. Sets that off. Grab this to run a little quicker. So you can see there's more and more enemies coming, and I really need a weapon here. So one of the things I really like about this game, I gave it a 7.5, is that it really does risk reward really nicely. Like you feel like you did something when you really get a good score or something of this nature. This will freeze all the enemies. All right, so here I've leveled up now. A perk thing pops up now. I have 4 options: unstoppable. Monsters won't slow you down when they actually hurt you. Bandage. So this will restore your health if you're really hurting. Dodger. It seems so stupid to just take it all. So every time an enemy hits you, it actually might not hit you. And regeneration. Now this is actually one of the most important perks, and I'm going to pick this one. This replenishes your health at a very slow rate. So if you get injured, and you can just stay away from the fray for a little while, you'll actually regain your health. This is an interesting item up here. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, and I'm already leveled up again, so level 3 perk. So this will actually raise the camera up a little bit and show you more of the screen. Greater regeneration. So that's getting regeneration and then greater regeneration on top of each other is actually somewhat rare, so that's pretty awesome. Fatal Lottery will give you more experience points and you might die. Poison bullets will poison your enemies. I'm going to go with greater regeneration. I really could use another weapon. I don't really have an ideal weapon here, but I do have the regeneration going, which is nice. This is probably not going to be a good round for me, though. I'm already feeling the heat here. That infinity sign that I picked up slows everything down for a little while, which isn't all that useful, I guess, because it slows you down, too. But nonetheless. Oh, here's another nuke. So we're at level 4. So I can trade a third of my health to receive 2/3 attack damage on enemy attacks. This will let me load a little quicker. Yeah, so let's see. What do we want to do? Stationary loader. No, we'll do this one. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble here, I think. Let's see if we can grab this and slow everything down so I can get out of here. Ooh, I'm almost dead. You can see the little circle surrounding me is my health, and because I have regeneration, it should help me survive a little longer, but I don't know, it's not looking good. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble here. Ooh. Alright, so I'm a level 5 perk. Let's see. Might actually take this. I actually need it right now to heal myself. So these little things, by the way, this red thing here I'm shooting, and these are all nests for these different kinds of enemies. You really want to get rid of them if you can. Let's see if we freeze things again. So there's another weapon over here. Let's grab it. So I have a shotgun now, which is nice. I'm in trouble here. Yeah, it's game over for me. So anyway, here's just a little look at Crimsonland on PlayStation 4. And the reason, by the way, that I was telling you that I think it's coming to PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita, although and maybe they've announced it, but I haven't seen anything about it. I don't know. I'll show you the reason why is because here in the trophy list it says PS4, PS Vita, and PS3, so it shares the trophy list. And if you want to take a look at the trophies, it's 21 bronzes. So you can kind of see what you're working with here. But anyway, this is Crimsonland. It's on PlayStation 4 right now. You can download it. Looks like in the future PS3 and Vita as well. You can play it on PC if you want to do that as well. So for more on all things PlayStation, more things Crimsonland, more things, all of these kind of nice little gems on PSN that you might not have discovered yet, keep it tuned to IGN.